In the next 2 minutes, I want to talk to you about insisting on and checking that you have your students' full attention before you begin to address them. Now, unfortunately, lots of teachers fall into the trap of saying, right, look at me, pens down, stop what you're doing. And then we carry on and we actually start to talk, even though everyone hasn't put their pen down or everyone isn't looking. And that's sometimes because we've got lots of pressure to get through the content of our lessons. We want to crack on. We feel we've got the majority. But ultimately, there is no point carrying on if you have asked for quiet and you've asked for pens down and you haven't got it. One thing we can't think our students can do is to multitask. If they are writing something down and you've asked them to listen, they're probably not listening. And we know that ourselves, that even if we are writing the next question, we're not doing anything naughty or off task. We're just finishing a sentence off, or we're trying to get ahead of the game by writing the next question down. That doesn't really matter what they're doing. The fact that they're doing something that you've asked them not to do, and they're doing something that means that they're not concentrating on what you're saying because they're concentrating on writing something down, means that what you're doing is pretty pointless. So we've got to demand it. We've got to insist it. And a great way of doing this is to kind of, positively reinforce the ones who are doing it. Right, pens down, right, fantastic. Just waiting for one more group now. Front row have done it, second row have done it, fantastic. Just waiting for the last one now, brilliant, great. And positively reinforce the ones who have done it rather than calling out the ones who haven't. Teacher I used to work with was a master at this, and the way he did it was he would say, right, okay, pens down, hands free, and he would look, he would check, and then he would start writing on the whiteboard, but after about 2 or 3 seconds, he would then just stop and just check that actually they were still doing it. And the students got into the habit of knowing he would do that, and then they knew that he actually meant it rather than just write pens down, and then he starts, writing away, not looking at what's happening, and people aren't even bothering looking. So make sure you check it. And when we say full attention, we really mean hands-free, no fidgeting, books closed, literally tracking me or tracking the speaker. It might not be you speaking, but let's have full attention and let's look like we are academically ready for learning, not bags or coats on our knees or kind of, sat at the side of our chairs. Let's be upright, straight, hands-free, fully locked in and looking at the speaker and taking it all in so that we know that there's some real engagement there.